Testing, 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 testing. 1 2 1 2.
All right, sounds good. You can go ahead whenever you're ready.
Count me down.
In five, four, three, two, one.
Hello, everybody. Let me first say this. Shout out to the first source and center of all created things and beings inside the universe of universes. The universal Father, the I Am, God, creator of all things. First, shout out to him and anything that has something to do with him. Second of all, hello, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Talking about everybody, every single person on the planet. Hello. Just want to introduce myself because I don't think anybody knows me. The reason why probably nobody knows me because I kind of been tucked away on I didn't want to say. You know, people kind of confused right now. So let me start off by first saying this. I just recently got out of prison. I've been in prison for approximately 24 years. Just got out 4 or 5 months ago, and back in my home city, which is Austin, Texas. Get back to Austin, Texas. Looking forward to seeing what it comes about and what new things I see, and it's a very drastic change. It's a extreme culture shock. When I got out, I thought everything was cool. Like I felt like, yeah, this is where I need to be, which is I still feel that way. But as time passed, I realized that like it is real out here. Like it's seriously real out here. A lot of bills to pay, a lot of personalities that you got to deal with, and you better be kind of grown up when you get out here. Coming from a man who's been in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice all my life, sitting in a controlled environment. We work for free. You don't get your basic necessities if you don't have people that's actually like providing funds for you, or you don't have those funds to provide for yourself. So coming from an environment like that into this world, I don't want to say it was hard or too bad for me, but after these 4 or 5 months, like I see that like I have to learn how to be structured, organized, disciplined, prepared for things. Things are always on a time limit. You have to be in traffic. You have to have transportation. You have to have like any kind of resource just to get anywhere to do anything around here. So let me go on and bag up and introduce myself. My name is Alvin Stewart. I am 43 years old. I was born and raised right here in Austin, Texas. I grew up right here on Springdale Road. Our neighborhood is SDH, and like I'm on Springdale right now. Participating in something that is new to me, like this little podcast stuff. Speaking of which, this is an excellent little setup that y'all got going on. If you hear me somewhere, he seems to be our video audio tech guy. I don't know. He probably runs the place, but hey, this is pretty cool. Shout out to my very good friend Chantel. She has been, introducing me to these kind of opportunities to, even try to express myself some kind of way. It's new to me. Guess a little nervous or something, but I think I like it. So back to me, Alvin Stewart, 43, Austin, Texas. Born and raised here. Grew up with my mother, my grandmother, my two sisters, great grandmother. All stayed off Springdale. Father, gotta give him a shout out too. This might be something we talk about later, but saying if anybody knows me, like y'all know me from this place. If you know me anywhere else, you know me from that stranded island I was on. So I grew up a pretty good little kid. Went to Blanton Elementary. From kindergarten through the 4th grade, and in the 5th grade I went to Pecan Springs, which I just noticed yesterday is torn down. I saw Pecan Springs, I thought like about 3 days ago, and I just passed by yesterday, and it is demolished. It's a hole in the ground. Pecan Springs is no longer there, Austin. Like this place is changing. Roads going to the sky, toll roads going this way, that way, that way. I gotta listen to Siri tell me which way to go, etc. And I want it. Please bring me this stuff. But it is real out here. I noticed a lot of gentrification has happened, especially on this east side. Some people seem to have a problem with it, but I mean, I support progress, upstep, advancement, for them to break down, to build up new things, for the future to continue, which is going to continue. We're going to continue to evolve. I support it 100%. People that I'm around seem to not like that stuff, mostly. But me personally, like I think it's beautiful out here. See people that are actually like contributing something somewhere. People walking their dogs down the streets, like down Springdale, down Cedar, Harvey, 12th Street, condos all up the place. Go to Gibbons Park, and it look like that's still my culture. I passed by there a few times. Hey, shout out to all y'all down there, because when I go there, I still feel a nostalgic feeling for, my people and my culture that I grew up with. Okay, so you could get to know some more about me. People probably want to know, why are you in prison? You can look me up first. Look up Alvin Stewart. Google it, and it'll bring up a story about me. Yes, I was incarcerated, given a 65-year sentence for taking the life of Mr. Philip Thomas, who was a teacher at Pierce Middle School. That's a touchy little subject that, we don't want to get into, but I will say to anybody involved or had any kind of dealings with me or that person, I want to first formally say I apologize to every single person if I hurt you in any way with the actions that I made. But I just want to keep that to that point, because things are touchy. You don't want to touch people's feelings, but I do genuinely say, hey, I apologize to anybody affected by that situation. Given a 65-year sentence, I did 23 years and wasn't supposed to see parole until 2030, just to even come up to see if they would let me out. Life has been an experience for me under those circumstances. Like I said, I've been in a controlled environment around some of the most, how can I put it? See, I'm trying to be nice, but I've been around some of the most ignorant, negative, frustrated, agitated, mad, sad, stressed, depressed, backbiting, selfish, murderous type of people that you could ever be around. All my entire life. If anybody knows about prison, you are around people every single day. You never get any time to yourself. And this is where they put people who, break the law. And I want to say I support the law. First thing and foremost, shout out to the law enforcement, the EMS, the fire department, every single person that is contributing some kind of service to the community that gives us an opportunity to have that service if we do need them, if I'm in distress, sick, hurt, attacked by robbers, any of that. They have services provided to give to us so that we can be safe or that we can be taken care of. I grew up around a time where people say stuff like, fuck the law, or the law, like they're a bad thing. And I grew up that kind of way too. I was kind of saying that same thing, but, it's a whole certain different leaf after I've, upstep my mental capabilities or my objective point of view, looking at things bigger than a way that I may have been taught or learned over a time period. So I want to say shout out to Austin and all services provided too, since I'm talking about that. But being around a group of people who mostly, like, telling you, like, prison is not a place you want to go. Kids, anybody that's grown, please, if y'all can listen to me, don't want to go to prison. If you want to go to prison, go check it out. Do it as an experience. But hey, I'm telling you first, saying you do not want to go to prison, because that is not a place you want to be. That is not a place that can be conducive to your well-being or, productive for you in any way, unless like you have that drive inside of you and you want to do something better for yourself and not be in that situation. You will take the necessary steps. They do have services provided that you have to personally take. Sometimes it's difficult. Example, me being a guy with a 65-year sentence, and I want to go to school. I want to go to college. I signed up for college, and I was told that I couldn't even get a loan or a grant because I wasn't within 10 years before seeing my parole date. So I would have to wait 20 years just to start trying to get in school so I can get the loan so I can go to school. Got to that point, and I guess 2020 is when my date would have been, and that's when COVID hit. So I still didn't get an opportunity for 2 years to even try to get in school. Other than that, it is an environment that, man, is unimaginable. I know y'all see TV. I guess you could kind of compare that stuff, but like just being in that situation, I don't think nobody except the people who gone through those experiences would like even totally understand. I talk to people, and I hear their responses talking about how prison is or what they think or feel things are, but like I look at them as they talk. Nah, you don't really know what's going on, and that's a extreme experience. Hey, a shout out to all guys that's doing time, that done did time and made it past that situation. Hey, my heart goes out to y'all. Y'all are somebody who I look at with admiration to even make it out those situations and be able to come in this society and try to produce and be some kind of productive member of society. So, still the introduction. Just, y'all know, guy from Austin, Texas, been in prison, took the life of a person who, like I just say, look it up, man, and y'all probably have a better understanding of what's going on. But shout out to Philip Thomas' family. Anybody, like I said, anybody that's connected to that, especially his family, his mom, his sister, or whoever his other family members are. Like, I look at y'all right now, man, to say I truly apologize, which y'all already know that, because we kind of already been through that. But yeah, I went to prison. Situation brought itself where I was able to get some relief on that sentence. Like ineffective assistance of counsel didn't bring up things that could have been brought up that would have gave me possibly like way less sentence, that things that I didn't bring up that I guess need to be talked about. These things do need to be talked about, actually. So to the teachers, thank y'all for being in a position to try to teach our youth, to try to teach our students to, become productive people. Shout out to y'all. I know that y'all job is very hard. I know it's strenuous. I know the children probably is stressful. I can only imagine what kind of mind frame people are going through, but I want to say this. Our children are here to be protected at all times. Our children are here to be educated. Our children are here to be nurtured and given the tools that they need to become these people that I'm saying is productive. Other than that, like, it should be no other things going on with the students. Shouldn't be hitting on the students. Shouldn't be down talking to students. Should not feel like that you can like have any kind of relationships with the students under no circumstances. Man, these are people, children, and that is something that is key and vital for all teachers and any teacher that supports what I'm saying. Like, we need to keep an eye out for all other teachers that is doing anything outside of that and just not trying to educate our students. That's serious business. So, with that being said, situation brought about, I'm in prison. I've been doing all this time. I've never seen the world. I've never had the opportunity to see what the streets look like. I'm inside a closed environment with 3,000 other people, 4,000 people, and hey, it's tough. I don't know how I'm sitting here able to look people in their face right now, but I want to give a shout out to God again. God is real. God is serious. God is not no fantasy. God is not something that you could play with. God is somebody who you would do well to try to have a relationship with, no matter. Everybody has their religions. You know, I grew up at Greater Mount Zion Baptist Church, right there by Keelan Elementary. Now it's a big church way over here on Weberville somewhere, and like they're thriving, and I've been there, and they doing positive things that I do support. Grew up in the church, went to school, was very, very smart, like I say, very athletic, like just naturally, and like the sky was the limit for me. Very, very smart. How did things change? In the 5th grade, still very smart, still very athletic, happy-go-lucky, thinking everything's good. My sister had a boyfriend who was a little older than her. He was a gangbanger. Hey, you know who you are, OGIGC, Insane Gangster Crip. He, entered himself into my life, and, due to the fact that I'm a little guy, that's his girlfriend's little brother, he tried to, like, introduce me into, Crip gang. Shout out to my Crips, shout out to my Bloods, shout out to my folks and my Tongo Blasts and all my gorillas and all you gang hood dudes, because, man, I come from straight where y'all come from, and I know what y'all going through. And back to this guy, Harrison. Oops, sorry. Can we bleep that name out? We'll get in that. I mean, you know who you are, brother. And I want to say, too, since I said you, man, you were like a big brother to me, man. I looked up to you, and you were, like, I still feel like you mean well towards me under the circumstances. But these are the things that my bro did. Taught me how to shoot guns, taught me how to smoke weed, taught me how to do little roguish stuff and we can't even talk about. And I was doing this in the 5th grade. He would come get me from school, like after school, just to go with him, to go do whatever. And I noticed that's when my life started kind of taking a little turn. I started smoking weed at that age. From being a smart kid who really was happy, raised my hand, I want to answer all questions. I was there, I was in it. To smoking weed, being lazy, and I don't want to do my work no more. That's all I want to do is just sit and do this. In hindsight, I look at this stuff. Being a marijuana smoker myself, like I see that marijuana has its benefits for people, has benefits for me, because I don't get lazy no more. I don't be like, I push through that stuff, and that seems like I'm a little more alive, so I understand what certain substances could do or not do for you. But at that time, that was not something that 11, 12-year-old needed at the time. I became lazy. I didn't want to do my work. 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, on up to when I dropped out of school. I just happened to be a person who was just pushing through life aimlessly and lazily and not paying attention, not even focused, because now I have chosen to try to pursue a life that, I know we come up this way. It's counterproductive to progress, to advancement, to upstepping, to doing positive things. And so I can honestly attest and say that those things are not something that I want to be part of. If I do want to be part of this progress that I'm watching happen around here, people are not doing these things, shooting guns, selling drugs, doing drugs, like so roguish stuff that's going on that we promote, especially us as my culture of black people. Like we promote something that I can't say that I support, although that I understand and I empathize as well as sympathize in certain situations. But I'm gonna say right here, I do not support what we're doing right now as far as what we are producing, talking about the hood and the music, like the books that we get in prison, the movies that I see that come out, man, it's producing something that is counterproductive to our progress as a people being of color. See these white people around here, man, they just happy. They walking, they walking with their head up and they just moving and they have so much stuff. And then I even see like the Hispanics. Oh, sidebar. And I'm all over the place, so y'all got to keep in touch with me. Like, you just got to stay with me and just know that I got points to what I got going on. So when I get out, before I went to prison, like, Hispanics were on their way over here. They like 7th Street-ish area, kind of going out, like on the east side mostly. There's a lot of them, like, hey, look at all the men say. They was kind of in our little apartments where we was hustling out of or whatnot. Man, it wasn't no big, nothing I was just paying too much attention to, but I just noticed it's all good. But when I get out of prison, oh my God. I guess that border crossing thing is the truth, and that stuff is real because they are here. They are everywhere, all up and down I-35, all down Runbury, all up and around Rock. They even got their own stores where I can't even speak English to them. They ain't even speaking English in the Walmart sometimes. Hey, ma'am, can I get you? Hey, just speak English, like, and they don't even know how to speak English in the stores where I would thought people had to speak English so they could communicate with people. Like, y'all are here, and not against nothing that they have going on, man. People want to have a better life, and if you gotta break any kind of rule, like cross the border, is best you can so you can try to see a better life to where you're over here living like I see y'all living, and hey, I support that 100%. And back to the point I'm making is that, we're having a little camera issue. Oh, we back. Sorry. But speaking of what I see, even when I was in the penitentiary, like cultures outside of where I grew up from seem to have some kind of like camaraderie between each other, some family unit philosophy to where like they like together and they support each other. That was something kind of admirable that I saw me growing up, coming from where I come from, and like I rep like I'm black. I'm a black man in America. Like I'm blacker than the blackest motherfucker if you want to go on that type of stuff. But I want to have that same thing going on with me and my community and my culture that I see, like I use an example as these people coming from Mexico, Honduras, El Salvador, or Belize, or wherever them little spots like Central America, they coming across here and they are making a way for themselves with nothing. So, speaking of time limits, okay, so I get out this thing. I was out on bond because, I appealed my case and the judge gave me like a bond to, wait on if I was going to get relief or not, which I do want to say that I was given relief on that sentence. So I do not have a 65-year sentence anymore. I have a 5-year sentence, which I've done times 5. So I'm allowed to be here in society and given the opportunity to try to become a productive member here for real. And I want to do that real quick, like this is introduction. So when I got out after 24 years, after the judge told me I had a bond. The next day I was out on the streets from being in prison in a controlled environment. And I don't want to say it's controlled because it is out of control. In an out of control environment that you can't imagine into this society where things are happening like y'all know, but y'all been here doing these things. I had a place to stay. My sister allowed me to stay at her house. Due to some unfortunate situation, I had to leave. It's something that I will talk about, in the future. But like I had to leave, and when I left, like I went to do anything that I thought I could do. I felt like I could do, which is all I knew. And I'm gonna say this is all I know: sell drugs, do drugs, talk shit, sometimes punch people in the face. This is with my life. This is all I've known to be on some, kind of roguish stuff and not provided really the opportunity to try to better myself outside of my own personal development to do anything under the circumstances that I was in. So I get out. I am in the world. I was able to get inmates, when they get out of jail or prison, on parole or probation, they are provided services, resources that, help them, get their driver's license or their ID or their social security card, birth certificate. All that thing is provided for them. They're given resources to get phones, computers, housing, education, etc. Me, on the other hand, coming out on a bond condition, like I was not on parole or probation, so I was not provided with any of those services. So me, I was out, not really even knowing about these services, and I just took off trying to make my way immediately. That way was not very wasn't something that I probably should have been taking. I should have been pursuing, like I was always saying, being around people that are positive, that are up-thinking and trying to do things that are contributing in a positive way to society. And I have been around that, but just back to my community, to where I come from, didn't work out too well, especially after I had to leave my sister's house, where I ended up living in a hotel for 3 months. Didn't have a job, ended up getting a job which was provided to me by Sherwin Patton. Shout out to Sherwin Patton, who runs Life Anew. Shout out to Sean Oliver, who does ATX Peace. Man, these people out in the community doing things that I'm talking about. I was given that opportunity, and everything was laid out for me, back to me, saying, God sent me through this situation. He allowed me to make it through it, allowed me to make it to this point where I'm able to look y'all or anybody in their eyes and talk and conduct myself the way I am. Laid out for me all the way from whenever up to this point, and I was given that opportunity, and me, through my, my conscious decisions, kind of messed that up. Got myself in a situation where I'm back into it with the law kind of a little bit at the moment. I know God got me. I know what I need to do, and I appreciate the opportunity to even be in these situations so I can know these experiences. And had I not been through these experiences, I couldn't sit here and kind of talk to anybody about any kind of situation, let alone try to help someone. If I can provide my services for anyone, because that is what I want to be here for, is to be a contributor in a positive way, for however I could be, for whatever my mission is on God and for my people. So that's what I want to be about. And I just thank God for the opportunity that I even have to be able to sit here. Thank you, Chantel, for real, for giving me this avenue to even see that this type of stuff happens. It's my first time doing this stuff. Kind of straight off the dome. I say I'm gonna just talk and say what's going on with me, but just so y'all know about me a little bit before I go, I'm Al, your pal. After all these years, I am not a bitter, mean, evil, negative person. I do not support that one bit. I am a person who cares about you. I'm very interested in you. I want to see what you're talking about. Very, very interested. Uh, Hold your feelings valid. Want to see you winning. Want to see you happy. So I'll be annoying you all the time. Like I'm never like being obnoxious around you. I'm be talking. Uh, People, hey, we need to learn how to talk to each other. We need to learn how to communicate with each other. We need to learn how to look at each other with empathy, sympathy, objectivity. Stop looking at a book and then trying to judge it before you see it. These are the things that I've been around people all my life, and I do not support it one bit, and that is my main focus before I close. Anybody who I told all of y'all I love every single one of y'all, like, and I mean that. Anybody who could say that back to me, hey, I love y'all for real, for real. And I'm looking for y'all type of people first and foremost. Anybody that could do what I just did and say, I love you. I love you. I love y'all. And if I don't know you, I want to get to know you. Whatever steps that we need to take to get to know each other, I am down for it. I never want to see you hurting. I never want to see you down. If it's something I can do to upstep, build you up, or pick you up, and you right there for me to do it, I'm gonna do it. Sick, hurt, attacked by robbers, coming to your rescue with no hesitation. I'm that type of person. So, with that being said, like I am always gonna display that. I don't care what I'm going through. I'm always gonna display this kind of personality towards you. So anybody outside of that, hey, please just be mindful and know that if you're around me, like, hey, we love, we care. We ain't doing nothing outside of that. Mad, sad, stressed, depressed, agitated, frustrated, assuming stuff, speculating on stuff, conjecturing things, jumping to premature conclusions based off what I thought, felt, and believed, and making these judgments about stuff, man. I am not for that. I do not support it. And if you're around me, please don't keep doing that, because I'm gonna have to address you about it. And these are things that seem to be causing problems with me out here, because like I've been in an environment around so many negative people that that's like no tolerance with me. And to come out in the world and then see, civilized people to, like display these traits, like I'm here to try to, turn the bridge the other way and go in a new direction, especially my people. Hey, we got to come together. We got to love each other. We have to consider each other. We have to hold each other's feelings valid and show empathy to one another, understanding. The only way we can do that, we have to start practicing. And that's what I'm here for. It's my mission in life. I'm live and die to bring about some kind of progress with me and my people. Not saying my people black, even though that's my culture. My people are every single one of y'all. Like, we need to learn how to be together in this. And it seems like everybody's for themselves. This is what I want to really conclude is, like, after being out here, like, seem like most people are for themselves, even though I am looking for you people who are about togetherness and help and love and God. And if we talk about God, God is unified. God is nothing outside of that. And that is what I want to conclude for today. Like I started out, shout out to God, for real. Shout out to Jesus, all his partners, who anything got something to do with that. Shout out to all religions. Anybody trying to take your necessary steps up the mountain towards God, which never ends. So I can't be speaking on what is and what's not. If you are taking those steps to try to have a relationship with God, like, I'm all for you, and keep on doing that. Never ever stop doing that, and know that you can have a relationship with him just like me and you can have a relationship. We can have a relationship with him also together. We have to communicate with him. We have to tell him how we feel. We have to, like, be serious about it and not try to pigeonhole each other or quote scriptures to people and think they're supposed to accept it. Like, my personal relationship is what I'm going to have with God when I came, when I go, and nobody has anything to do with that. That same thing applies with everybody else. You are here, and your personal relationship with God is what matters over any kind of secular stuff, which I support that because we need organization, structure, discipline, and things like that. So this opportunity is a blessing for me. Thank you again, Chantel. You're so sweet. You're a sweetie poo for even thinking about putting me on this type of stuff. So that's very nice. And just give a shout out to Chantel Speaks. Hashtag Chantel Speaks. Check her out. She probably has something to bring to the table. I'm trying to boost her up too because she seemed to be trying to boost me up. So shout out to you, girl. She's over there. So just want y'all to know. So this is Al Your Pal. Al Your Pal show coming soon. Like, seriously, I am preparing to set something off that, I don't know, I've been having in my spirit for a long time. And like these opportunities for this to spark that, because it's like I forgot all about it when I got out. And like, man, look at me. Man, look at me. Like this is serious. Looking at this dude who can look you in your eye and cry at the same time. Like, I don't think y'all know my emotion, but man, been thinking about this for a long time, and I've been given the opportunity, and here it is, and this is just my first practice run or whatever this is right now. Man, I just want to say I appreciate the opportunity for anybody listening. Hey, I'm here right now, and I want to get to know y'all. One thing for sure, y'all gonna get to know me for sure. So with that said, love y'all again, every single one of y'all motherfuckers, man. I love all of y'all. Just know that, for real. And I ain't never coming at you sideways. I'm gonna roll out, man. Once again, Al Your Pal show, man. I did it. Hey, get me out of here. Oh, man.